Don't you open up that window.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Okay, basketball fans, with me, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, I'm Ernie Johnson. You're watching 2K Sports, but you know that already. Tonight, it'll be the New Orleans Pelicans up against the Thunder in Oklahoma City. Looking at the Thunder, the game tonight...
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Oklahoma City landed the Thunder in a fine Western Conference here at the Chesapeake Energy Arena, along with Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. And before we get going, let's hear from David Aldridge on the sideline. David?
Well, guys, you remember that Anthony Davis had a growth spurt in high school that...
it's all paid off in the long run, though. Thanks, DA. The season now starting to take shape, Brent. We have a better idea of who the real championship contenders might be.
There seem to be a lot of familiar faces.
I agree.
Yeah, always.
It's okay. I like that.
Yeah, I do too, because in the beginning of the year, we have to do those radio shows and make predictions. Some of our predictions are coming true. That's it.
I know. We look smart, don't we?
I know about that.
No, you look smart. I don't. You look smart. Now, the opening lineup for the New Orleans Pelicans. Jamari Carroll is out there at Davis, and there's Emmanuel Mudiay. Then it's Chris Middleton. Basket good. George has got his team on the board to start the game for Oklahoma City.
Paul George finding some ways now to be effective on the inside.
Got a piece of to the inside. It's stolen by Allen. And pushing it up here. Here is Oklahoma City. And that one's good. Westbrook.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Mudiay kicks to Davis. Tipped away. Middleton outside. Drills it from outside.
Well, you know, Davis, and he knows, is going to draw the attention of multiple defenders, and that time connects with a teammate to get it done.
Here's AI. Lays it up off the glass.
That's a talented guy getting too easy a look. Might have been a miscommunication on that one.
Well, just the first quarter, everyone's still getting adjusted. That said, on defense, you have to bring help sooner.
Davis looking for an opening. Back to Middleton for the three. A shot off that time. And the Thunder going the other way now. They defeated Indiana in their last one.
Away from home, you got to execute, and they did that flawless.
Never really perfect on the offensive end, and probably one or two possessions they'd love to have back, but on the whole, a tremendous synergy on offense.
Davis against Tatum. And it's Davis missing. Thunder have gone 4 of 4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here. And Allen slams it in.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Habit. Mudiay finds Davis. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? And Zayn missing.
Well, the D did their job there. Excellent contest to alter the close ranger.
Now, here's Mudiay. He's covered by Westbrook. Here's Middleton. Allen with the rebound.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Tatum passes to AI. That one falls. AI's got 6 points.
And how about that floor awareness there from Tatum that does a good job of scanning the court and getting the ball to the open man.
Carroll against George. New Orleans moving the ball around. Middleton for 3. Russell Westbrook with the rebound. Oklahoma City leading by 7. From 15 feet away, George, no good. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, Carroll against George. Middleton outside. Clock at 6. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And so here is New Orleans. 11 feet away. And it's in off the mesh board. 5 points in the game.
Chris Middleton has the size in this league that you need to finish on the inside. To get that one up quick.
Pelicans trailed by 5. Down low, here's Seymour, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
I really like the awareness, noticing that he's got the mismatch, and then he just used his size as his advantage on the layup.
And so Westbrook will bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. And AI throws it down.
I don't think the timing could have been any better, as Russell Westbrook does a great job of taking advantage of the defense. When you look back at that 2012 finals, the Thunder lost in 5 games to the Heat. And you looked at that young talent, Durant, Westbrook, Harden, now all MVP award winners, along with Serge Ibaka, a young, talented, energetic Serge Ibaka, and it felt like there was a team that was going to rule the West for a very long time.
The Thunder shooting their first free throw tonight.
And when you got a team percentage of about 81%, you're going to be one of the elites in this league.
No one near Moutier as he lets it go. No good from outside. And the Thunder trading away Harden in the summer of 2012, but Brent unable to agree on a contract extension.
Well, OKC agreed on the contract. James Harden did not, and that's sort of the line in the sand that was drawn. The salary cap jumping up in subsequent seasons, they just had bad timing in terms of the frugality of what they offered up to James Harden. It's a decision that we talk about a lot. It's revisionist history, but you know, at the time it was the move that OKC made, and you can't really argue with it.
AI outside, back to Tatum. He kicks it to AI. In the corner, Tatum with it. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Oklahoma City shooting their second and third shots at the line right here. And both free throws good for AI. Pelicans trail by 7. Passes it to Davis. To the middle. It's tipped. And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now. These, the new power rankings, they tell a great story. You look at Chicago. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And I look at Oklahoma City, they're just so locked in right now. It doesn't matter who they're playing. I know it's still early in the season, but they may turn out to be the team to beat.
AI gets to Allen. Back to AI. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Middleton. And New Orleans pushing it up now. Out of bounds. Oklahoma City takes possession. And now let's check in on the 2 guards from around the league and see which one of them is playing the stingiest defense over the span of the last 10 games. You look at AI. Always dangerous on the court. He leads the league.
You know, you watch him on a game in, game out basis, and he just puts on a clinic defensively, both in terms of effort and technique at that off-guard shot.
He's so proud of holding the #1 spot because he takes pride in that. Being regarded as one of the NBA's stingiest perimeter defenders means more to him than anything he does on the offensive end.
Here's Moutier. 11 points for him in that last game against the Pistons in Detroit.
Ball movement was critical in this game. It did not stick with any one player, so his passing was on point, and he really picked apart the defense.
Oklahoma City leading by 3. AI outside. Allen dishes to AI. Count the basket. AI's got 14 points.
It's not so much just the made shots, it's the consistency of the made shots that's got his team in the lead.
Middleton finds Moutier. Seymour defended by Allen. Middleton. It's Carroll on the wing. Now here's Moutier, guarded by Tatum. Here's Middleton, and that one off the back of the rim and in. He's got 14.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
There's Allen. That's good on the assist by AI. AI's got assist number 5 here tonight.
And already you're seeing great execution from both teams.
And lots of points early, and the game plans on both sides, at least offensively, working to perfection.
That first time out of the game called for New Orleans. Their last encounter was in New Orleans.
Yeah, and some of that was due to a lack of hustle, especially on the defensive end.
And there are games where an opponent gets aggressive, you got to raise your level of play. They failed to do that in this one.
And so it's New Orleans with it, trailing by 4. Moutier pass to Davis. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. The shot, no good. The Thunder have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. So the Pelican 5 right now. We've got Emmanuel Moutier. Anthony Davis is out there with Damari Carroll. Then and we'll examine here how the distribution has been between 3-pointers and 2-pointers tonight for the Pelicans.
Liking the effectiveness they've shown here from three-point land. And I say, hey, shoot it more. They've been successful with a high field goal percentage, and we'll see if that continues to be a part of their arsenal.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, AI in their last time out against the Pacers delivered quite a performance. He ended up with 68 points, and that was just the start of it. He wound up with a triple-double in what was quite a display for him. Very solid stat line for him, and what was a terrific outing. And you know he wants to keep the momentum going, Kevin.
Great, David. Appreciate it. Well, he set the bar pretty high for himself with that performance.
He did. I mean, but we know he's going to try to raise that bar again tonight. No matter how good he is, he's always thinking he can do better.
And the great players are never satisfied. We'll see what he does in the next one.
Inside, hit them clean. Now, here's Moutier. He's covered by Westbrook. Moutier with the ball. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. New Orleans moving the ball around. Shot clock at 5. Outside Carroll. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes play, AI passes to Westbrook. And Davis sends it back.
Just a wonderful effort from Davis on the defensive end with that rejection.
The Thunder have yet to miss from the free throw line, but it's 3 for 3. And the Thunder making a switch here. George is checked in. And Russell Westbrook. He is a standard bearer for the Jordan brand with his own signature shoe grade. Few players have ever been as competitive as Michael Jordan, but I think Westbrook may be in that conversation.
No doubt about it. The similarities don't end there. The surreal athleticism, the will to dominate, and that fight, finding grudges to motivate them to their highest level. I think there's a kinship in how MJ and Russ approach the game. I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
To the middle, on a hand on it, and the block shot turns into a shooting foul. So the defensive effort there a bit too much, as the officials will send him to the line, and he'll shoot some free throws. But I'm sure there were times you won 2 championships when you thought you were going to win a title, and it didn't happen.
I'll go back to the first night that I thought potentially we were going to win a title with San Antonio, and that was in the 2005 finals against Detroit. We had come back home for a game 6 that I thought we were going to win, and we did not. And sort of the pressure that mounted after that game to know that we were going to a game 7 and had lost an opportunity where we really did feel coming off of game 5 we were going to win. It certainly elevated the intensity of the game 7, which we eventually won at home for our title in 2005.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. This game coming after a loss against the Pistons.
And they couldn't get stops when they needed to. The opposition just too comfortable shooting the basketball.
And it's not that you have to take chances, but you got to step up your effort and try to get disruptive. They never did that. And on the road, that's a recipe for disaster.
And now look at Emmanuel Mudiay. How's the last month of basketball been for him? He's around 10 points per game, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. And guys, no question, he's a guy with some talent. But honestly, even he'd like to see those numbers improve.
From all the whispers that we've heard, he's been working hard on his game. It just has not showed up yet in the box score.
Hands rolling by AI. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. AI with the ball.
Beautiful execution from him, building off a great first quarter, looking unstoppable here.
Pelicans trailed by 14. Poked away, and stolen by AI. A finish, and AI throws it down.
Hey guys, got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
Terrific anticipation, using the hands. How are you not protecting the basketball in that situation?
Back to Middleton. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. Finally, the pass to AI. It drops. That's his 9th field goal of the contest. A blistering hot 9 for 11.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Pass to Carroll from deep. And again, no good by New Orleans.
And it just seems whatever they do, nothing's working right now to stop the bleeding.
I still think there's a chance you string a couple of big plays together and the tide can turn very quickly.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
And one thing they'll discuss are the defensive rotations. The other is in the matchup.
We're seeing very little help defense on the inside, and even when there is help, it's been ineffective.
Pelicans trail by 20. Right side Davis. Here's Middleton. Shoots from the baseline, and Davis gets it to go on the assist by Middleton. Middleton's got his 3rd assist on the night. George passes to AI. Carroll against George. Pass to Westbrook. Here's AI, and he whittles that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
And here's Mudiay. And there's the pass to Middleton. Kicks it to Davis. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
For Oklahoma City, they have made the most out of their opportunities at the line. They have yet to miss in 7 attempts. He dishes it to Middleton. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Davis has got assist number 5 here tonight.
Not much else the D can do against something like that. Chris Middleton's so fast in getting that shot off.
They get it back. Allen, that's good. Allen's got 9 points now in the quarter.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
To the paint. Second chance effort. It's tipped.
And this just doesn't seem to be his night, or his team's for that matter either. They got to pull it together here quick, or it's going to be lights out.
Here's AI. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. AI's got 24 points.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Back to Davis. 14 feet away. No good off the back of the rim. Oklahoma City's gone 2 of 3 when they stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. AI with it. Now defended by Moutier. Here's Wiley. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Indiana. From deep, George gets it to go from beyond the arc. George has got 5 points so far.
Just increasing their advantage. And right now, they're in a zone on both ends.
Love their strategy, and they've been able to execute on it, building a huge lead.
Middleton outside. Shot to stop the run. Allen with the rebound. Allen's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
Moutier kicks to Carroll. He feeds it to Middleton. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Middleton's got 4 points in the quarter.
Great signs to see Chris Middleton have this kind of offensive output.
And Zayn
Oh
misses.
shit, come fuck out.
Highlight reel play all the way, just can't connect.
Man, what a missed opportunity there. Really just came down to some poor timing.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Jason Tatum, he's checked in for Wiley. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Russell Westbrook. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder. Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Really an incredible game from AI.
And how about that? Already through 2 quarters and some change. He's got a double-double.
That's an impressive performance thus far, but it goes beyond just his ability right now. He's just simply outworking the opponent.
They've got AI. Allen is out there with Jason Tatum. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And it's George in the 3 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. And finished off by Davis.
Always fun to watch Anthony Davis rise up for dunks like that. Awesome anticipation from him.
Pass it to AI. It's George on the wing. Carroll covering. He doesn't hit that one. Great D that time from Middleton. Pass to Carroll. Dishes to Moutier. To the paint. And he's fouled on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. There are a lot of guys that can just blow right by you. They turn on the jets and they're as quick as a hiccup. And there are some guys that quick first step that are a blur.
I love watching Damian Lillard in Portland when it is that he has one of those, most of the games he has it going, but one of those games where he's really got it going. And the way that he can get around a pick and get into the hoop. Damian Lillard, explosive. Put Kyrie Irving, put John Wall's blazing speed on that list. And sometimes Goran Dragic, the way he weasels into a lane, and I mean that in a good way, finishing off.
Oh, I like that word. It's a good word.
He's fantastic. So we have tremendous explosive point guards who get the job done.
6 to shoot. Down low. Here's Middleton. There's the killer 2-handed slam.
That's great signs to see Chris Middleton get up just like that.
To the middle. Here's AI. Allen. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Following this one, they get to host the Mavericks. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Middleton outside. There's the dish to Moutier. Back to Middleton. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. AI's got his 6th rebound on the night. He kicks to George. And to AI. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
That's a pretty sweet dish there by Paul George. Just selfless on that play.
The Thunder have been a perfect 8 of 8 at the line. And so it's Moutier with it. He'll bring it up for New Orleans. On the wing, Davis. Knocked loose. Pass to Middleton. The basket good off the assist from Moutier. And that's now 24 points for Chris Middleton.
Yeah, 3 of 4 to start this half. Offensively, they've been great.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. And there's the foul. It'll go on AI. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Outside, Davis. Great D that time from Tatum.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know. And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
Yeah, when your opponent's down and frustrated, this is when you can turn it up.
Timeout call here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. We've seen AI really making a difference here.
And he just keeps hitting shot after shot. They need to design a way to deny him the basketball. Make someone else beat you.
The Pelicans have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Moutier finds Davis. And another make to his scoring count. His 5th basket of the game. Now shooting 5 of 11.
Very few players as good as Anthony Davis is on the inside. Just great footwork. And he's adding more and more to his post game.
AI can't hit.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Middleton outside. And a miss there on the triple.
Yeah, the defense there in chill mode. We all know he can burn them from 3-point range.
Unloads from 13. And it's Westbrook missing.
Well, I like the shot selection. I don't like the shot result. Won't happen much.
Carroll, the basket good off the assist from Moutier. Moutier's got 6 assists now in the game. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the 3rd. And he trains the 3. Good looking shot there from AI. AI's got 30 points.
I respect Russell Westbrook's passing ability, something that he's worked hard to become better at.
Moutier kicks to Carroll. Middleton outside. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer. Middleton's got 9 points now in just the second half. Oklahoma City's gone 7 of 9 on 3-pointers tonight. Outstanding mark from long range. George passes to AI. Left side Westbrook. Down low, looking for Allen. He gets it there. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one
Yeah,
up.
the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. And that unleashed chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Hopper Havoc, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play. No coverage that time. Middleton's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the 3rd for the Pelicans.
What's interesting about Moutier is how cavernous the gap is between the strengths and weaknesses that he has. On the plus side, he creates shots for himself, but how many of those shots is he actually going to make? The other part about his game, though, is his distribution is pretty solid. So if he plays in the pick and roll, he can find teammates.
And the foul called on Anthony Davis. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Wiley is checked in for Oklahoma City. Terrence Ferguson comes in for George. And AI throws it down.
He's just so efficient, getting his points within the flow of the offense. Great recipe for success.
The Pelicans Pelicans have gotten 8 of their 11 shots to drop since the break. A great third quarter for them offensively. Another thing about Moutier, really good on-ball defender. That marks him.
Well, a better defender when his man's in front of him and not as good at chasing guys through screens. He seems to either get bumped off route or try to take shortcuts that cost him. But offensively is where it is. He needs to just be better at decision making and get that jump shot to be more consistent.
Baseline J on the way, and there's another one for the Thunder.
He keeps finding great shots out there, and the opportunities are turning up roses.
Middleton outside. Misses the three.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there's a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession.
That's a disappointing sequence of plays, absolutely inexcusable, turning the ball over like that.
Dennis Schroeder's checked in for Oklahoma City. Yvonne Rabbs checked in for the Pelicans. Holiday comes in for DeMar Carroll, Moutier. And again, no good by New Orleans. Oklahoma City's gone 1-2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Ferguson misses. And so it's Moutier with it. He'll bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. Holiday, he's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Now here's Moutier. He's guarded by Schroeder. The shot by Middleton, wide open. Misses the three. Over to the left wing. Schroeder dishes to AI. And AI throws it down.
And trust me, Dennis Schroeder would love to score the basketball, but his ability to set up his teammates is also effective.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
And Holiday kicks to Davis. Back to Holiday. New Orleans moving the ball around. For a three, Middleton. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
That one good for 2.
No, it's scary because he's just been a matchup nightmare in this game. He's eaten up anybody they've thrown at him.
The shot by Wiley, no good.
The defensive reaction time, it was just immediate on that play.
And sometimes the most important part of that is the angle that the defender chooses. That time, he chose wisely.
Williams, he's checked in for Ferguson. New Orleans also making some changes. Swanigan, he's checked in for Davis. Mike Scott comes in for Chris Middleton. And it's Carson in for Emmanuel Moutier. AI gets it over to Schroeder. Intercepted. It's 2-on-1. Moving it up. Swanigan, no good. Oklahoma City's gone 7 of 11 from deep tonight, using the three-pointer to their advantage. Williams gets the bucket.
And Tatum is all about doing what's best for the team. Superb as a ball mover in terms of finding his teammates.
Out to the right wing. The wide open look here for Holiday. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Holiday's got 7.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Stolen by Holiday. And New Orleans pushing it up now. Here's Carson. He's guarded by Schroeder. Holiday inside the line with nobody on him. He buries the jumper. Holiday's got his 3rd basket of the night.
As the ball swung to Holiday, he did not think twice, and he let it go. Once he caught it, pass, creating rhythm. Defense is not anticipating that.
And Oklahoma. We got 22 seconds left to play here in the 3rd, and it's AI missing. Pelicans really having a tough go here. It's stolen by Schroeder. AI passes to Wiley. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. He's perfect from the line this time. 6 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. With 1 on the clock, that shot is over. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. On the court for the Pelicans, getting the fourth quarter going. They've got Scott. Biden is out there with Holiday, and it's Chase at the center, filling out the middle. Chalk up two there.
Up by a bunch. He's still pushing the action, trying to impose his will.
Well, collectively, they've done it tonight here. A passionate performance from the squad.
And it's blocked.
Ryerson after
Okay.
set up nicely, great release, and big time shot there.
The pass to Scott. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. For Oklahoma City, they've gotten all three of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came on the break on a roll. Got that one.
And just keeping his teammates involved. This is the kind of leadership you like to see.
Well, you could trademark this brand of basketball, running through the progressions and working around for decent looks.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Here's what Oklahoma.
And no secret that this team can be very tough in their own building. And that's good news as they are loaded up with home games over the next stretch. This is a chance to create some separation.
There's a lot of talk too, Brent, about the age requirement for entering the draft, and Commissioner Silver has said it's a clear change that's probably on the way. And what do you think the league should do?
Can you and I talk about
God dang,
a guy
God
you know quite well who in 1995 came out as the
17-year-old, I know.
in the NBA draft? Kevin Garnett came into the league and handled himself extremely well. Now, for every